Hello my friends, and welcome to the start of another beautiful thrifting adventure. I am really excited. Today I'm going to start my attempt to thrift my dream spring wardrobe based on my Pinterest board. The vibes are like Miss Honey. The vibes are cottagecore, but specifically Nora Jones cottagecore. We're talking pastels, we're talking gingham, we're talking florals, something that kind of gives preschool teacher a little bit, honestly. And I also deliberately included some things that I already own on this mood board because I'm not trying to buy a whole new wardrobe. I'm trying to round out what I already have with pieces that will match multiple things. So everything in this little mood board is kind of designed to mix and match with each other. So after we hopefully are successful thrifting all of this, we'll do like a spring capsule wardrobe and outfits kind of a deal. And it begins today. I'm very excited. So let's see what we find at this first thrift store. Somebody passed by with like my dream cardigan in their cart. It looked just like the mood board. Cry with me. That was such a good example of why I go in with a list and a very specific vision, because it would have been so easy to get so sidetracked in there. They had so many good brands. Like I saw new with tags, Ivy City Co. There was Petal and Pup. There was a ton of Madewell. But I did only get two things because as cute as those things were, they did not fit the vision. So I'm very proud of myself being very intentional. But we're gonna go to another thrift store and see if we find even more things that fit the vibes. Let's head to Value Village, I think. Okay, I know this isn't a home decor thrift, but can we just take a minute for this desk? Okay, shockingly, that Value Village was significantly more expensive than the Goodwill, which is nuts because the dresses at Goodwill were like $5.99 to $7.99. I was shocked. And here they were like $10 to $15, which I feel like is what Goodwill normally is. I don't know, man, but I did find a vintage dress the last time I was here that's gonna be part of our spring capsule wardrobe. I'm gonna include things that I've been thrifting over the last couple of weeks. That was like a gorgeous navy blue floral vintage like slip dress, and it was severely damaged. They gave it to me for $3.99 and I did fix it. I'm so excited to show it to you you guys. But first I want to make one more stop. We're gonna cheat a little bit and go to Plato's Closet, which doesn't really feel like thrifting to me, but because I'm looking for such specific pieces, I feel like some of the more on-trend items we might have a good time finding there. And then I also will teach you guys all my hacks for finding the exact vintage pieces that I want to get online, because it takes a little bit of grit, but it is possible. I am home and it is time for our thrift haul. I have 5 pieces to show you. Some of them I thrifted today, some of them I've been collecting over the last couple of weeks, and they're all perfect and I'm so excited about them. The first one, which you've probably already seen me wear in a video because I've had it for a couple weeks and I'm obsessed, is this really pretty butter colored sweater. I got this at Value Village and it was definitely way too expensive. I think it was like $13, but the color was just so perfect and it perfectly matches the cardigan on the mood board. So I decided to pivot to a crew neck because that's what I could find thrifting. And I think it's so cute. It's got a little cable knit, and because it's 100% cotton, I know that it's gonna last and hold up. And I think that this is currently my favorite piece that I own in my wardrobe. I've been wearing it multiple times a week. The next one is the one I told you guys about at Goodwill, and it's this really pretty 90s blue and white floral slip dress. And this broke my heart when I found it in the thrift store because somebody had just taken a pair of scissors and roughly cut the neckline and the hemline, but I got it anyway. They told me at the register that it probably shouldn't have been on the floor and somebody had missed that it was so damaged, so they gave it to me for $3.99 and I decided to try to save it. Now, I'm no seamstress, so it's not perfect, but I definitely think it's wearable. I just took about 1.5 inches off of the hem to make a bias tape in the same fabric to save the neckline, and you can kind of see here where the pieces are joined up, but it's not super noticeable, and this is so cute. I'm really excited to wear this with like the little denim vest over top. I think it's gonna be so cute. Something I got today at Value Village is this Ralph Lauren dress. I looked it up and it's like a pretty fancy dress, but I just really love the silhouette of this. It's this light blue and white floral. It's got a collar. And the thing that really won me over about this is this belt with the fabric covered buckle. This felt very Miss Honey to me, especially like with a little gold dainty watch. It feels very, I don't know, 90s cute. And it was $5.99, so can't beat that. And then these last 2 are pieces that I thrifted online specifically to exactly match the mood board. And I want to show you guys how I do that because I've developed a method over the years. Like for example, this dress by Robbie B, I had seen a vintage reseller selling a couple of years ago and had saved it to my Pinterest board. By the time I saw it, it had already been sold, but I have not stopped thinking about it since. And this year I decided I was gonna find it. Now this dress is probably 30 years old at minimum. It's by the brand Robbie B. It's this beautiful yellow floral with some blue and some purple and some pink. It's got a little collar, and my favorite part is the ties at the back. And my secret to finding the exact vintage pieces that you're looking for is reverse Google image searching. I took the photo of this from Pinterest and I plugged it into Google, and then I added all the keywords that I could divine from the photo. So like ditzy floral, mother of pearl buttons, collar, tie back, 90s, all of that. And I kid you not, hours of my life went into searching for this, but I found it. And I found it using a trick that I didn't discover until recently. Because when you do the reverse Google image search, it will pop up like eBay, Mercari, Poshmark. But one thing I found that it's really bad at showing is Depop. So I actually added Depop to the search term, and that's how I found this dress. And then once I had found one of them, because I was able to figure out what the original brand was, I added that to the search, and then I found it in all these different colors and patterns, and this was $18. And I think the vintage reseller that I originally saw it from sold it for like $72. Similar deal with this. This is not vintage, but I've been looking for a green gingham midi skirt for a very long time because I'm super picky. I didn't want it to be lime green. I didn't want it to be forest green. I wanted it to be this kind of like spring green with a little hint of olive, and it was kind of hard to find. But eventually I got lucky with my reverse image search. I just do it, you know, every couple of weeks until I find one. But I found my perfect skirt. It's from the brand Blue Pepper. And I thought it'd be fun to do like a live demonstration of this. So you'll notice on the original mood board, there is a like denim vest. I think it's called a gillet. I might be pronouncing that wrong, but I want to find something similar for my wardrobe this spring. And I thought I'd show you guys my exact process. So I'm just opening up my Google app here, and I'm just gonna click on this little rainbow camera icon. Hi, that's me. And I'm gonna go to upload a screenshot. Now you can see in here all the different things that I've used this for. And you can see that this vest is already in here. So I just took the picture of the vest from Pinterest, and I'm gonna see immediately what they have. Now I'm seeing some kind of like remakes of it, but I know that this is a vintage piece. Looks like this top one is the original image from Pinterest. But if I scroll down long enough, look at that. Somebody selling the exact one that I was looking for on Instagram. This one's not my size, but from this listing, I can find the brand of the item, add that to my search, and then repeat ad nauseum until you find the exact right match. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna get this exact one. I kind of just saved that picture to the mood board because I like the combination with the floral dress, but I think having a gillet that's a little bit more traditional with no ties might be more versatile. But that's just an example of how I find things, especially vintage pieces like this dress. And then you start to kind of get a sense of what vintage brands you like. Like for example, I know for me, anything that's like Erica Petites, Robbie B, sometimes City Triangles, those are some of my favorite brands to search. Something else that's on my spring wardrobe inspiration board is like a crocheted market bag. Cezanne sells these and they're beautiful, but they are like over $150, which is not in my budget right now. But I'm really excited because I got a kit to make pretty much the exact same thing in my KiwiCo box this month. I'm so excited that KiwiCo is partnering with me on today's video because I finally get to tell you guys about how they're not just for kids. I know I've been sharing about their Panda Crate and Koala Crate lines for many years now, but I recently joined this, which is one of their clubs. This is the KiwiCo Studio Club, and it has tons of art and design projects for everyone from children all the way up to adults. I love doing new creative projects and learning new skills, but sometimes it can be kind of overwhelming to not know where to start, and that's part of why I love the Studio KiwiCo Club. I get a new crate sent to me every month, and they're always really cool projects. I've done tie-dye aprons, I have made my own pouches, and this month I'm doing their crochet market bag. This comes with all the supplies I need to do the project, including detailed instructions, which is very nice when you're trying to learn a new skill like crocheting. And look at how stinking cute that is. Is there a more springy bag than that? I don't think so. I also love that I get to learn a little bit about the history of crochet, and I can use the skills that I learned to make more projects in the future, which is very cool as somebody who likes to DIY as much stuff as possible. I just scanned this little QR code right here and it takes me to a video with step-by-step instructions. It's just such a great way to get some time to myself, to make something new, to learn a new skill. The whole experience has just really grown my creativity. It's built my confidence in learning new skills and being able to tackle new projects, and it's also just helped me to slow down and create a lot of joy in my life. If you want to try the KiwiCo Studio Club out for yourself, we can make matching projects. You can go down to the link in my description and get 50% off your first crate. I'm gonna go work on this for a little bit, and I'll see you guys in a few days when the last piece of the capsule wardrobe arrives. It is 3 days later. I worked on this for about an hour every day, and look how cute it turned out. I might still try to do some like jute on jute embroidery to make it look more like this Cezanne bag with like the flowers. But for now, I am very proud of this. And also exciting, the capsule wardrobe is complete. It is 10 clothing items, 2 pairs of shoes, and 3 accessories for a total of 15 pieces. I curated this such that pieces can mix and match, so I'm really excited to put some outfits together and see what we can come up with. So this is the first clothing item. This is the exact shirt from my Pinterest mood board. I found it using that reverse Google image search trick. I really liked this green ribbon. It's very cute. It wasn't very expensive. I know I'm gonna get a lot of wear out of this. The next thing is this graphic tee. I always gotta have a good graphic tee because it's kind of my uniform. As much as I like to think that I'm gonna wear a pretty dress and like a put together outfit every day, a big Comfort Colors t-shirt and shorts is my uniform a lot of the time. So this one looks like a stick of butter, which I think is so cute. This was $8 on Etsy, and Comfort Colors is my favorite kind of t-shirt because they just are really comfortable. They drape really well if you're tucking them into something, and they hold up. So was very excited about that. I'm gonna push this a little bit because I feel like it's gonna hit me in the face. I'm especially excited to pair that with these shorts. I already had these. I've had these for a few years. The brand is Love and Confuse, and they're 100% linen gingham shorts. I actually love these so much that I have them in the pants version too. But the reason these are in the capsule wardrobe specifically is because of the stretchy waistband. Like, I don't do jeans very often, or like anything that has a restricting midsection. I just don't like. So you'll notice a lot of like stretchy, a lot of dresses and like overalls, things that don't actually like hang from your midsection. Very excited about these. And then the denim vest had come in, but here's where I need your help. I ordered 2 different washes and I'm trying to decide which one to keep. So here's the lighter version of this vest. Side note, I do have it chip clipped in the back because I need to size down to get that more fitted silhouette that I'm going for, but I'm not sure whether I like this one as opposed to this. This is the darker version, and at first I thought I was definitely gonna pick the lighter one because I'm normally more of like a light denim girly, but then I was like, I don't know, because a lot of the wardrobe is very pastel, and it might be nice to have some contrast, especially like over the dresses. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know. I also really wish these pockets were real. Then we have our thrifted butter yellow sweater that I already showed you guys. This might be my favorite piece of clothing that I currently own. The gingham midi skirt. It's like a tiered kind of a thing. The color is just perfection. Again, stretchy waistband. Something else I already had that I know is always a staple for me in spring and summer are these Levi's short-alls. I've had these for years. I wear them a lot. They're like the perfect medium denim. And then we've got 3 dresses. So there's this one, the one that I told you guys about that I saved the neckline, and a specific vision for this outfit is to wear one of the denim vests over it, and I haven't even tried it on yet. I'm so excited to try it on. And we've got this very Miss Honey-esque vintage yellow dress, and there's this tie, and I'm not sure how I want to tie it. I've got a couple of options, and I want your advice. So here's this dress tied in the back. I do really like the aesthetic of the bow in the back, but this dress is 2 sizes too big for me. I typically wear a 6 and this is a 10, but when you've been looking for the same vintage dress forever, you get whatever size you can find. If it's like almost yours, if it's like even adjacent to yours. The other alternative, which my friend Greer taught me, is tying it in the front. And I do like the silhouette that this gives in the back a little bit better, but I feel like the waist, I don't know, I'm torn. Let me know what you guys think. And then we have this Ralph Lauren dress that we thrifted together. It's actually still got the price tag on it. I gotta take that off. And for shoes, I've got 2 pairs of shoes, and the first ones were very kindly gifted to me by Cezanne, and I'm obsessed with them. These fit the vibe perfectly. They're these like chocolate leather fisherman sandals, and I really love the chunky black heel on these. I feel like because my style leans more vintage and cottage core, sometimes it can come off like a little Amish, especially if I'm wearing like a sweater and a long skirt, and if that's what you're going for, no shame at all. But personally, I like to add like a little punch, a little bit more of like a grungy vibe with the shoes, and my brown boots with the big chunky heels do the exact same thing for me in the fall and winter. So I thought having a spring and summer version of that, where I can just make the outfit look a little bit more like thrifty granola girl, which is more of the vibe that I'm going for, would be really nice to have. I do really want to get those Cezanne Paula babies that are on the mood board, but they're not in the budget for me right now. So these are what we'll be using instead. I've had these for a couple of years. I actually need to wash them. They're very dirty, but these are by Barudani, and I think they have the same vibe. I get a lot of compliments on these, and because the chunky sandals aren't gonna lend themselves super well to like more formal settings, I think this will be a nice thing to have in the rotation. Then accessories wise, we obviously have my bag that I made, my child, and I also made this ring. I'm so excited excited about it. I was looking for a pearl ring because I had one on the mood board, and then I saw this craft kit by this French brand. I think it was like Petite Epicure. I'm probably butchering that. But they had like a make your own ring kit, and I made this one and I really like it. I'm not counting just like all my jewelry that I wear every day because I rarely change it, but this is new to the rotation, so I'm including it in the capsule. And then also this watch. I have been on the hunt for like a 90s dainty gold watch forever. I looked at every thrift store I went to for a straight year. I looked at Great Junk Hunt. I looked at estate sales. I looked online at like Poshmark and Mercari, and I didn't find anything that was exactly right. And then I found this Timex one. It's not actually vintage, but it looks vintage, and it was $40. So I figured I had done my due diligence trying to find it secondhand, and I ended up just getting this one, and I really like it. So that is my 15-piece spring capsule wardrobe. Now let's make some outfits. So my first thought with styling this top had to be with this skirt. It just feels like they were made to go together with the greens matching. This is how it was on the mood board, and I just love the chunky shoe. I'm obsessed. This is gonna be one of my go-tos. Look at this little like farmer's market outfit, but I thought that this might also pair well under the overall. So let's try that. Cute, 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 cute. It adds that little feminine touch under the more boxy overalls. I still don't know if I'm cool enough to pull off the one strap overall thing. I feel like it shows off the shirt, but I always feel like it's very like Gen Z, and I think it's really cute, but I don't know if I can pull it off. So here it is, just with both straps done. You still get like the cute little lace detailing here and up here. Oh, I'm so pleased that things that were in my head are working out in real life. Next up, we've got the butter outfit. This is probably gonna be my most worn outfit just because it's so easy and so comfortable. This could pair with the overalls, but I also thought that these could pair with this. This is very cute and cozy. This is giving like evening down by the beach kind of a vibe for me. So I think I'll wear this a lot in the summer as well. This can go under the overalls too. This can go over any of the dresses. Probably the most versatile piece. A couple tips I have for creating a capsule wardrobe is to pick like 2 or 3 patterns, because my instinct is to always just go to ditzy floral, and then I end up with a bunch of floral pieces that don't mix and match together very well. So this season I chose 3 patterns, a solid, a gingham, and then floral. And that way the gingham pieces can mix and match with the floral pieces, or the solid pieces and the floral pieces can go together. And then also to just pick a color palette. So mine this season is obviously like this butter yellow color, a medium blue, and then like a spring green. There are pops of other things in there too, but those are my 3 main colors. Look how cute with the skirt. This is the outfit that I'm wearing in my profile picture. I just think it's really cute. And again, the sandals just give it that perfect pop of something else. I really like this one. But also, this is very cute. And so is this. And here's the true test with this dress for the vest color. Ah, it's cute! Do we like this better? Or do we like this better? I feel like I might like the darker vest. Let me know. Or should I go in between and try to find like a medium blue? I don't know, but this is very cute. If it gets chilly, we could pop a little sweater on top. Same with this dress here. Have a little yellow moment. This combo feels like it calls for these shoes. Yeah, I definitely like that. Could also potentially wear the vest with this dress, although I do think I might like the light blue better with this dress. Let's see. So there's the lighter vest. Now I'm torn again. This one kind of feels like it stands on its own to me. Like you could pop the yellow sweater over the top, but mostly I got this because I thought it would be a really cute Easter dress with these shoes and the watch and the ring and the bag. If you have any other ideas for how I could wear this, let me know. It wasn't part of the original capsule wardrobe, which is why it doesn't mix and match as well, but for $5.99, I just couldn't pass it up. Do this the new cool kid way of having the overall straps underneath in the back. I feel like I could keep going, but I've been changing in and out of different outfits for an hour and I am very sweaty. So if you guys have any ideas on different ways to style these that I didn't show in this video, please let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. This is honestly one of my favorites I've made in a long time. It was so fun to make my Pinterest dreams come true with you. Let me know if you want to see me do this again in summer, or maybe like in fall, because I feel like a lot of these are also summer-esque. And if you like this content, please don't forget to subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I love you guys lots. I'll see you in my next video, and until then, stay cozy.